Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of Final Fantasy II on the Wii Virtual Console. Last episode we didn't end at a save point. There's a save point nearby here, but I was afraid to go to it because I thought I might run into a lot of random encounters, and if I go to it I'd have to backtrack to this floor, so I just figured I'd split the part like in there. So at this level we have three choices to go up. We want to go on the middle one first because that gets us the Earth Hammer, which is Cid's best hammer. It's the strongest attack power-wise, and it also helps with some enemies coming up. It can be used as an item to cast the Quake spell. So I'm going to use it right here to take care of all these slimes. They're normally weak against fire, but by the time Tellah comes up because he's really slow, I can defeat them all with just Cid using the Earth Hammer. So, it's never going to do, like, a ton of damage, because Cid obviously isn't a mage character, and he has, like, low, wisdom, so he doesn't get, like, a big magic multiplier. But, it's sufficient, though, to take out the slimes, and, Quake is a, non-targeted spell, so, it can bypass things like wall, and that'll be really good in the upcoming battle with the bosses that we have coming up. That's probably why they don't give Tellah the Quake spell, because then he'd be able to like cheese bosses like Bacon, who put up the wall spell. So it forces you to, not totally rely on him. So, but getting these last few enemies there. That wizard robe is a better equipment for Tellah. But we're not going to equip it on him because Tellah's about to leave the party. Now, if you're doing that thing where, like, you know when people are going to leave your party, you can just de-equip them. You can give it to Tellah to boost his stats a little bit. It might give him a magic multiplier, give him a little better defense. But I'm going to keep that for Lily, who will soon be joining our party. So, new claw there for Yang, the poison claw. So we'll switch that out with the Charm Claw. Because like I say, we'll keep one of the Elemental Claws on just to deal exploit elemental weakness damage. So Poison Claw, like the name suggests, it can poison an enemy. Got Fire Shield. There's no reason to double up on elemental resistance, so there's no reason to have, since the Flame Mail is already protecting Rupes from ice spells, he doesn't need to equip that shield. So one thing we could do is we could give Cid the Flame Mail, and then Rupes the Flame Shield, so then we'd have two characters with resistance to ice. But the thing is, Cid, he's not going to be in the party much longer either, and we're going to get somebody else in our party that can use the shield. They can also use the Flame Mail, but that's already equipped on Rupes, so we'll just keep that on Rupes, and then give the Flame Shield to the next character. So it kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy I, where I did the run-through with two ninjas. One had a Flame Shield and Ice Armor, and then the other one had Ice Armor and the Flame Shield. So it'll be similar here, like Rupes will end up getting an Ice Shield then, and keep the Flame Mail, and his other character will have the Flame Shield and get Ice Mail. So then eventually, much later on, we can get these Diamond Helmets and give resistance to Lightning. So you can almost have 3 elemental resistances with just equipment. I guess that would Curse Ring would be good then to equip as the Gauntlet. Welcome to the Tower of Zot. We've been here. Glad to see you. We are the minions of Valvalis of the Air. I'm Sandy, I'm Cindy, and Mindy. We're the Magus Sisters. Sorry, but your quest will be over here. Take our Delta Attack and farewell. This is a boss battle here in 3 parts. The main one you have to worry about is Cindy. She's the one in the middle. If you defeat, she's also the strongest. If you defeat any of the other characters, Sandy or Mindy first, Cindy will revive them. So all your thing will just go to waste. So, what makes Cindy hard, besides having the most hit points, is she gets the wall spell cast on her by Sandy. They always do this weird like delta attack though. Sandy will cast wall on Cindy. Cindy will encourage Mindy to attack. Mindy will attack, and then Cindy will cast a level 2 elemental spell on herself and bounce it back. So that's basically how it goes. Now, Sandy and Mindy will not be protected by the wall, so we're going to hit them each with one of Tellah's level 3 spells. Doesn't matter which one, because they have no elemental weaknesses. So, but the level 3 spell will basically put them down into really low hit points. And we'll use Sid's Earth Hammer to whittle them down a little bit more. So basically, like, once we finish off Cindy, they'll basically be one shot away from being defeated. They pretty much have the same amount of hit points. Sandy has one more hit point than Mindy. So yeah, usually, like I said, we weaken them enough with a level 3 elemental spell, and then the Quake Hammer, and then they're usually like one shot away from being hit. Or finished off, I mean. One hit away from being finished, so that's basically what we're gonna do here. Once you defeat Cindy, then Sandy and Mindy are there, and they'll have different AI because they can no longer do this delta attack. If Sandy's by herself, she will just she'll cast like Confuse spell, so she's probably a better target. She's the tall one. Mindy, if she's alone, she will just cast she'll just use like weak level 1 elemental spells. So, but because I use that strategy, they're both basically pretty much, like I said, one hit away from being defeated. So we take them out, and the Magus Sisters have been overcome. Yes, their Delta attack failed. But they give us a little bit of a preview, because they mentioned Valvalis, the Fiend of Air. So no prize for guessing who our next Fiend is going to be. Now, Tellah will be leaving, so if you want, you can de-equip him of all his gear, but like I said, I'm not doing that. It would be nice, though, to do that, because that Change Rod is really nice. There's still going to be some enemies that are weak to the pig, but just the way I'm playing it, I'm not going to do that stuff, so... I thank you. Golbez, where is Lily? The crystal first. You haven't hurt Lily, have you? Of course not. Now give me the crystal. You should know better than trust Golbez. This is it. Should have made him show us Lily first. Give back Lily. Lily, what are you talking about? What? You cheated us, foul traitor. I have no business with you, old man, but I do. And this is where Tellah is going to cast the Meteor spell. If I didn't do that glitch with the MP underflow, it'd be the first time you'd be seeing Meteor, but since I showed off in that thing, and I think the reason why they don't give Tellah the 99 magic points ever to cast Meteor is because he's supposed to cast the Meteor for the first and only time, in this cutscene. And remember, everyone kept telling them that, you know, you're too old, Meteor's too powerful spell for you to cast at your age. So it would make sense in the lore to have him just be going around casting Meteor during regular gameplay. Because then this sacrifice that he makes here wouldn't make sense. There would be no reason for it. So you'd be like, well, why is it, you know, why is casting Meteor defeating him now? You know, he's been doing it in battle all the time. Yeah, that's your first, like, I guess, clue to sight to see Meteor. Now, the funny thing is, you could have grinded Palom up to, I think, level 60, and he'll learn the Meteor spell. And then he can cast it for normal, but there's no use grinding that much, so... But it's something you could do, but... So, I guess the lore is basically, like, Tellah supposedly tapped into his, like... spirit, his hit point reserve, to transfer it into MP to get the other 9 magic points he needed to cast the spell. doesn't matter. The point is, he cast the spell, and then unfortunately, his quest for vengeance cost him his life. So, and unlike a lot of other characters who, I'm doing air quotes, finger quotes here, who die in this game, Tellah's the only one who doesn't come back. So, he doesn't have one of those Disney deaths where they come back, they really didn't die. So, a lot of people, think of Final Fantasy VII when I think about death in Final Fantasies because of Eris, the character there who died. But there's been a lot of Final Fantasy characters who died in games. Final Fantasy II. Look at how many characters. The one for the Famicom. Go look at my playthrough there. Many of the fourth party members that join your party, they end up dying, and then he wasn't a party member, but the king in the one castle, he dies protecting his son against Garuda. So, and then in the next game you have Galif. If you watched my Final Fantasy V Let's Play so far, my 4-job Fiesta, which will be coming up after this. So this door is locked, so we have nothing to do but talk with Jarvis over here. And Jarvis apparently has been, he was under mind control by Golbez. And Golbez mentioned earlier that, I guess the Meteor broke his control over Jarvis. So now Jarvis is back to normal, which is good because we're going to need him for the next boss. So Jarvis tells us where Lily is, and he has the key. That's not the only key he has, you'll see. He opens the door, and we manage to rescue Lily just in time. And if you talk with that ball there, you'll get a little message. Lily, I knew you would come. Jarvis is a little ashamed. Turns out that Jarvis is a little jealous of Rupes. He likes Lily too. Your absence taught me Oops. Oh boy, getting cozy. Jarvis, Golbez's control was broken. I really was under control, but I also wanted to keep you close to me, Lily. Jarvis. But luckily, we forgive him. Let's fight together, Jarvis. And obviously, because he's a named character, he will be in our party at the end of the game. But he will leave our party eventually again. But one person who will not be leaving our party anymore is Lily. Lily will be accompanying Rupes for the rest of the game, so she is the second long-term character, so now we got a big party. The interesting thing about this party composition is we have 4 characters that are tanky characters that should be in the front row. Yeah, if we were a second late, Lily would have been crushed. But we can keep Jarvis in the back row because in the upcoming fight, he's going to be mainly using his jump attack. And the jump attack, it isn't affected by the row. So it doesn't matter what arrows you give Lily right now. I'm just going to give fire, because when we get to the next place, ice is going to be kind of more important. Lily will get that nice wizard robe that we picked up that we didn't give to Tellah, and she'll just get a ruby ring for right now, until we can get some better rings. If you would have, that one enemy dropped the rune armament. If you would have won one of them, that would be good to equip on her, but we didn't get that drop, so. Seems like Master Golbez underestimated your powers. It's Valvalis of the air, one of Golbez's 4 fiends of elements. The fiend of air. Well, Jarvis, you betrayed us. I did not betray, but came to my senses. I should have gotten rid of you, but now the old man with Meteor is gone. Think you're the only one who can fight in the air? So, yeah, Jarvis is going to be basically the key to winning this battle. Because the boss here, she has 2 forms. She'll turn into this like tornado form, and when she's in the tornado form, her physical defense and her magical defense increases drastically. So your basically only hope is to have Jarvis jump, and if he hits Valvalis with a jump attack, it pulls her out of the spin. Now, if you try to hit her, and I will do that later, if you try to hit her while she's in the spin, one, it's harder to hit her. She has better defense. She also has better evade. But you'll get a message basically saying, like, we need you to jump, Jarvis. So the game basically tells you, like, what you need to do. At least in terms of what Jarvis needs to do. Lily needs to heal people in case they get hit with one of the weaknesses. And another thing you can do is she can cast Slow on Valvalis here. Once again, Slow is going to be really important for upcoming bosses. Unfortunately for Lily right now, she's under fast petrification. She got hit by that ray attack by Valvalis, so that'll eventually turn her into stone. But that can be healed with Rupes has the heal spell, or anybody else can just use the heal item. We got quite a few of them in the inventory, so that's basically what I'm going to do there with Sid. So, yeah, unfortunately she doesn't have any elemental weaknesses, so it doesn't matter what you really equip on, Yang, claw-wise. But slowing her down will just obviously decrease the amount of turns she gets. Her jump going into that spin. And, yeah, maybe see the message there. We saw it before. Yeah, so just, if a character is ready to attack, but she's still in a spin, just hold off. That's one of the good things about the battle system, the active time battle, where your turn is enemies are still going to act and other characters are going to act while you're selecting your choice for attack. So things are happening like in real time. So it adds some strategy to the game. You can't just like hold down the button and hope for the best. Like I said, it helps out in some cases, like Sid would have just attacked there early and wouldn't have done a lot of damage and might have missed because she was in a spin. But Sid finishes her off with a good old hammer blow. And this finishes off our tour here in the Tower of Zot. Because Valvalis here is a load-bearing boss, which is a name given to bosses that when they're defeated, the castle or whatever structure they're in starts to crumble. So, yeah, it's actually got a self-destruct button or something. All the fiends so far have had traps, if you think about it. Millen had the trap, the back attack trap. Kainazazo had the trap that the walls came in to crush after we defeated him. And then Valvalis there had the Tower of Zot gonna blow up. But luckily, Lily has the exit spell. That's a spell that she gains based on that plot event. If you leveled her up like a whole bunch, say to like even level 99, she never learned that exit spell. It's given to her because of the plot. So, and speaking of plot, we've learned that Jarvis here is telling us that there are actually more than 4 crystals. There's actually 4 more crystals. The crystals on the upper half here are the light crystals, and then there's the dark crystals, and they're hidden underground. So, just because Golbez has all the light crystals doesn't mean he has all the crystals. We also learned about why Golbez wants all the crystals. So we're going to have to go to the underground. And here we're learning why he wants the crystals. When all the crystals of light and darkness are open, the weight of the moon gathers. The weight of the moon? Well, the moon, and that's kind of a good clue as to where we want to go, because in Agar is that place where the only telescope in the world is, and they're interested in the moon. And we also know from talking to the people there earlier when we first got the airship from Sid, that those people, their ancestors were dwarves who came from underground, and they came up through a hole in the mountain. And apparently that hole, though, is closed up, but Jarvis had a key, the magma key. We also learned that in that village that, hey, if the key to the way forward is dropped, the way will open up, the crater will open up again. So all signs point to us heading to Egart, to toss that magma key into the well. Throw it back into the land of the dwarfs. And that will be where our adventure takes us, so we can try to find the dark crystals and make sure Golbez doesn't get them. What he wants on the moon, we don't know, but apparently, like I said, there's that one moon that has a lot of monsters on it, and it's toned in red like rubies, so there's something on that moon, and that must be what Golbez wants. But we'll learn more as we continue to play this game. With that, I'll do it for this episode. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!